Now I bet some of you guys are wondering, why doing an angry review on Half-Life? It's a good game. Well, yeah, it is a good game on fucking PC. Let's put this piece of shit in. Why isn't it working? Oh yeah, for God's fucking... Alright, the classic PlayStation 2 opening. Why? You're only loading a disc? Sierra, the shitty company that made this game for console. Anyway, I can't judge the game until I play it myself. Right, new game. What is it loading? Is it trying to load how long my dick is or something? Anyway, the game loads and it welcomes you with a Half-Life screen. Why can't I move? I can look around, but I can't move. This is bull. I'm clicking every single button on this remote. On the PC version you can move. You can run around the tram, jump up and down, sit down in the seat. But this, you can't do it on this version. Why can't you do it on this version? Were there some limits with the PlayStation or something? Why? I just want answers. Why? Sorry, I'm getting off track, but... Like, at what point did they think, should we let them walk around like they can in the PC version? Or should we just let them fucking stay still and not move at all? Just lock them in position to make them look at everything around them and wait for like 10,000 hours waiting for them to get off the tram and play the game. This tram ride's going to take forever. You know what? I'm making a drink. I'm making a drink. See you later. Tell me when it comes back, alright? Bye. I don't believe it. It's still going on. Is that just a biohazard screamings? Blimey, these guys do not fuck around, do they? At least there's a cool robot. That was the only exciting thing on this tram. I have been exposed to oh my god, that is a lot of radioactive stuff. What's that? There was just radiation on the floor. What kind of place is that? We are very interested in your safety. So yeah, just ignore all of the radiation that is on the floor, ready to cook you alive. Hey, look, we're here. Oh, look, there's a guard. This game certainly does try to take your time. Long loading screens, long opening on the tram, and last but not least, a guard that walks slower than a worm. Morning, open the door, do whatever you need to do, and let me wander on through. Can I walk yet? No? Maybe? Come on. I can't even look right now, either. Oh, hey, I can walk. Finally, they lock my controls until the guard is over there. What does that make any sense? So you're going to have to wait till the guard gets to the other side. So when the guard's finally done doing his quadrillion password and the doors open, there's another loading screen. And after all that, you get greeted by people saying, "You're late, Gordon. You should be down at the test chamber half an hour ago. You press buttons, people tell you off." And quite frankly, I got annoyed, so I walked over to this man's desk and hit a button. And then got told off again. No one likes me in this place, apparently. Gordon, one up. And this reminds me of another part of the game. It doesn't tell you where to go. Atoms research? This way. Great! Do I need to go to the atoms research? Me not knowing this, I go the completely wrong way. I even go back to check where to go, but the game doesn't tell you where to go initially. Test chamber. There is no test chamber, because it doesn't say there's a test chamber.
You got the wrong airlock, Mr. Freeman. You know I can't let you through.
No, I didn't know that you can let me through here, because I don't know where to go. If you're telling me this is the wrong way, why don't you tell me what way to go so then I know where to go? After finding a locker room, and then putting my hazard suit on, which I had no idea I had to do at the time, and then finding the right airlock, then I find, a lift with a ladder near it, as you might find in some other lifts. But then I realised this. You can move around nice and quite freely when the lift's moving up and down, but when you're on the transit train, you can't move at all. You can only look around. What's their excuse for that? So, if the console can handle lifts going up and down and move, the opening takes forever to start, so let's use the power of editing to fast forward for what took me, it felt like hours, to actually get to a part of the game which is actually functionable. And then you finally make it into this room where these two guys talk for about hours and hours, probably even years. But after a while, they decide to actually open the doors. And I want you guys to pay attention to the guy on the left. You might not understand now, but trust me, you will later. So then you finally make it inside this massive room, which is the test chamber that everyone else keeps on saying to you. But it is weird that they always emphasise the last part of their sentence.
They're waiting for you, Gordon, in the test chamber. Nothing will go wrong.
Like, do they really need to do that? I don't really think so. So once I press the red button of death, and freaking laser beams are done coming out of the ceiling, the room blows up, and I get jerked off by a bunch of aliens. And then the game actually starts with unforeseen consequences. And when you open up your eyes, you see that the room has gone to shit. But first things first, do you remember that guy that I told you to keep an eye on? Look what happens when I use his scanner. It opens the door. But last time I opened the door straight ahead of you. The door that's broken now. But now it opens that door. There's the other guy that I told you to keep an eye on. He's trying to heal a guard. But the point still stands. Why does it open that door now? Well, yes, it could be because they both used the scanner at the same time and it opened up the door, but how does that work still? Wouldn't that open both doors? Once you take the magical twirly-whirly elevator and you go back up, you bump into these two guys. One of them is Dr. Kleiner and the other one is Eli. And like everyone else in this place, it takes about 2 centuries for them to actually get to you, but this one is surprisingly just a tad bit faster than everyone else. So once he's opened up the door for you, and then an explosion happens, you wander on through. Never mind the lasers, guess what you get after this? You get the best weapon in the game, a crowbar. Not just any crowbar, a crowbar that can break glass. How amazing is that? In case of fire, do not use elevators. Okay then, I won't use it. I lied. Oh shit. That wasn't me. Hands up, that was not me. I was just doing my own thing. That was not me. Did anyone see that? I don't think so. Once you climb up the ladder, because the elevator is not in use anymore, you kill these aliens with face huggers on their faces. And they're basically zombies, really. And that guard over there has got a gun. Let's see if he's got a gun. Nope, no gun. Right, sorry, mate. You see, I need a firearm and you have one, so crowbar to the face. Thank you. I'll take that. Shoot you in the crotch. Why not? Oh, you've got something on your face. What? Something was on his face, so I used the crowbar to take off, and his body go. It blows up. Does that make any sense at all? When was the last person you hit someone with a crowbar and their face just blew up? No, not their face. Their body blew up. So once I take care of these fools with a gun, because my crowbar wasn't doing anything earlier, I go and get a drink. Because, well, I just sat down in a test chamber, blew everything up and killed some zombies. I think I deserve a bit of a drink, don't you? So after that, I go to the main lobby, hit this dead guy, and I go underneath here. See a head crab, I kind of want to kill it, and then that. Why? Just, what? It didn't tell me it's going to do that. Did I know it was going to do that? Anyways. I'm back here. You've got to... I'm back here? Why did it load me back here? Oh, there's a quick save. Then, why did it save me here and not up there? So once I finally get back, I don't try to kill him. Well, I will now because he jumped at me, but I'm not going to because that thing over there is going to blow up like that. I had no idea that was going to happen, and it just kills you first try, and it doesn't even save beforehand. The game knows it's going to happen. Is that bulletproof glass or something? Why can't I break in? See, now he's dead just because I couldn't save him. It doesn't make any sense. Why did I put bulletproof glass in a lab? Unless there was a terrorist attack or something, which I highly doubt is going to happen. No one's going to go straight to Mexico, find this place called Black Mesa, try to break in when there's guards everywhere. But, you know, the guards do work as slow as a bloody slow worm. Loading screens. That's another thing that really annoys me about this game. They are everywhere, and it takes bloody 2 centuries for them to be done. There's a loading screen here, there. I bet you there's more loading screens in the opening than any other part in the game. At least the monsters are unique. I've always loved the monsters in Half-Life 1. You know, the lovely little dogs, I guess you could call them, because they bark at you, but the bark hurts you. It's like high pitch. But I've always loved that part of Half-Life. But as you know, as I'm killing these enemies, I might as well mention something else. The control of the game. As this game was originally made for PC, the controls are bulky, hard to use. When you go up, you can only like look in a certain direction. It's all over the place. It's basically you playing Half-Life 1, plugging in your controller to the computer, and turning on joystick mode. That's it. That's basically all they've done with the game. This game is not made for the PlayStation. It's not made for console. So their problem is that they've made a game which is almost unplayable on the console. It's amazing on the PC. I love it. I grew up playing this game. But quite frankly, if this game was made for PC and PC only, don't port it over for a console. Later on, they realised what they did, and they released Half-Life 2. And Half-Life 2 was made basically for both, and it was smooth on the controls, and Half-Life 2, I think, was only released on the Xbox 360 and PC. I think those are the only 2 that they were released for, and then later on the Orange box set came out, and then it was on the PlayStation and all that kind of stuff again. Skipping ahead a couple of chapters, we are now on Power Up. I've got the basic tools. I've got a Spaz 12, a machine gun, and my pistol and my crowbar. I think also a revolver. So me skipping this far ahead in the game is, you know, a bit dodgy here and there. You're not understanding what's going on. But basically, these soldiers have invaded Black Mesa, and they're trying to kill all of the scientists which was involved within this accident. So those were those soldiers earlier that was trying to kill that massive thing. They was not paying any attention to me because I've got a bigger problem, which is that monster, which I need to try to kill. And those guys just blew themselves up because they're stupid aliens from outer space. This is the point where some alien comes and abducts me. I do have to say the AI is a bit, well, yeah, explosive piece of dog shit. Luckily there's a medkit there, I'm low on health. What? No, what? No, I didn't know that was there. Why is there a health kit right in front of... Oh, you have got to be kidding.